Hi guys, Yiannis here, and in today's video I'm discussing what can affect your heart rate in training. Welcome back to the channel guys, and if you're new to the channel, welcome, and please like and subscribe to my channel. And if there's anything you would like to see in the future on my channel, please let me know and hopefully I can help you. So on to today's video, and today's video is about what can affect your heart rate during your training and therefore affect your training. So there's so many factors that can affect your training. So firstly, let me just give you a little bit of background for an example. So for example, you could run a zone 2 run in your heart rate zone 2, and then on one day, and say you're running for 60 minutes for example, and you could be your heart rate and your pace, if you clock that and then do the exactly same run the following day, I guarantee that it's highly likely that the pace and the heart rate in that zone will not be the same, or you might be in that same heart rate, so your average heart rate may be the same, but your pace would be different, and the mileage you cover, for example. So what is important with heart rate, and you must realize this. So firstly, with heart rate, any sort of heart rate training in the zones, don't get fixed on pace. Now that's the thing, the most common mistake people make, and I've done it before, I've said it in previous videos, that people get fixed on pace and they have to run with pace. But heart rate training is a very powerful tool for you to use. Now in regards to heart rate, what kind of factors affect it is there's quite a lot of factors that affect your heart rate, and therefore could affect your pace or or your race or affect your training. So there's loads of influences outside your control. So firstly, a stressful day at work. So if you had a busy day at work and you're stressed, that can affect your heart rate, therefore you may not realize that. You may seem to think you're fine, but it can also affect you mentally, that you might not be up for a task, going out for a run, you might be putting it off, or you're dreading it, for example, and you don't want to go out and do it. Again, that can affect your heart rate. Even during at the moment with COVID, not being able to train with others maybe, and you're not used to it, that again may affect your heart rate. What you eat can affect your heart rate. So can you see where I'm going? So there's loads of things that can affect you. Recovery, not getting enough recovery between training sessions, or not having a bad night's sleep, or not sleeping well. Again, that can affect all the way that your heart rate and your pace is. So they're just some of the examples, with like stress and for example stress and mentally, and obviously recovery. These are the key ones. Even tiredness, don't forget, tiredness can affect you as well. So you could be out, for example, you can go out and do a session one day, and then you might be tired the following day, and therefore it could be your heart rate may be the same, but you're running at a lot slower pace. So that's why when you do your training, it's important that you spread out your training and work out. So I like to do a hard session, and then the following day it's like an easier session. Now what's the good thing about heart rate is that it does actually pick up like what your body's feeling at the time and stuff. So by actually picking it up, so by dictating the heart rate, therefore if you're doing a zone 1 or zone 2 training, for example, then you're preventing overtraining. So lots of people say, I have to go out and do, say for example, 8-minute mile run for 60 minutes, but if your heart and then you do that say 2 days later, but you're not actually you're tired, for example, 8 minutes is actually going to take a lot. That run will take a lot out of you. So if you stuck to heart rate, then you would actually find that it's actually it will work for a bit better for you, and you're training smarter. Now, there's other factors. I'll just wrap this video up really quickly. There's other factors that can involve your heart rate going higher. So, for example, if you're hill training, again, that will can put your heart rate high. Don't forget the terrain. So, if you're flat, it will be faster than an off-road, for example, or a hilly run, for example, or hilly cycle, for example. So there's some factors like that does will also affect your heart rate. So guys, I hope you found this video useful. And what affects your heart rate? What have you found? And what works for you? Drop a message on the comments below. And thanks for watching, guys.
The champions of this age group category. Henrietta Pacific and Yiannis Christodoulou. Christodoulou.